Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I want to present final project proposal about calculation of income tax article for permanent employees at ABC company. Before I present, I would like to introduce myself. So, my name is Septy Zahranisa. You can call me Septy. I'm from accounting class 3F. The presentation structure, and the first is background, the second is formulation of the problem, the third is purpose, the fourth is benefit, the fifth is literature review, and the last is research methodology. The first is background. National development is a continuous effort by the government and the people to realize prosperity, educate the nation, and social justice according to the preamble to the 1945 Constitution. In supporting development, the government relies on domestic funding sources, especially taxes, which are the main source of state revenue. Tax play an important role in maintaining economic balance and development, one of which is through the function of income redistribution. One of the main types of tax is income tax. Article 21, which based on Law Number 36 of 2008, is imposed on the income of the domestic and foreigner taxpayers. To improve the efficiency of tax administration and taxpayer compliance, the government has updated the income tax Article 21 regulations by implementing an average effective rate or TER starting in 2024. As stipulated in Government Regulation Number 58 of 2023, ABC Company as an employer is required to adjust the calculation, payment, and reporting of Tax Article 21 according to the latest regulation. However, differences between theory and practice often occur. Therefore, this study aims to calculate Tax Article 21 of permanent employees of ABC companies based on Government Regulation Number 58 of 2023. The next is formulation of the problem. Based on the background above, the author identifies the following problem formulations. A. How is the calculation of income tax Article 21 based on Government Regulation Number 58 of 2023 for permanent employees at ABC companies? B. How is the conformity of the calculation of income tax Article 21 for permanent employees at ABC companies with Government Regulation Number 58 of 2023. The next is purpose. Based on the formulation of the problem above, the objectives of this study are: the first is to calculate income tax Article 21 based on Government Regulation Number 58 of 2023 for permanent employees at ABC companies. The second is to determine the conformity of the calculation of income tax Article 21 for permanent employees at ABC companies with Government Regulation Number 58 of 2023. The next is benefit. The first is benefit for the author. Number one is ability to calculate income tax Article 21, and number two is ability to evaluate income tax Article 21. The second is for ABC company. As input input material in the calculation of income tax Article 21 for employees of ABC companies as a measuring tool for the implementation of the calculation, deposit, and reporting of income tax Article 21 in accordance with Government Regulation Number 58 of 2023. And the third is for Semarang State Politeknik, so it can add literature information for students regarding the calculation of income tax Article 21 based on Government Regulation Number 58 of 2023 and can be used as a reference in compiling the next final assignment, especially in the calculation of income tax Article 21. The next is literature review. The first is taxation. It's about definition, function, and tax collection system. And the second is income tax article. It's about definition, subject, object, and right of income tax Article 21. The first is taxation. The tax definition. Tax is a mandatory contribution to the statute owned by individuals or bodies which is mandatory based on the law without receiving direct compensation and is used to state needs for the greatest prosperity of the people. The second is tax function. Number one is budget function. As one of the source of funds for the government to finance its expenditures. Number two is regulatory function. As a tool to regulate or implement government policies in the social and economic fields. And the last is about tax collection system. The first is official assessment system, a collection system that authorizes the government to determine the amount of tax owed. The second is self-assessment system, a tax collection system that authorizes taxpayers to determine the amount of tax owed themselves. And the last is withholding system, a tax collection system that authorizes third parties to deduct the tax owed. The next literature is about income tax Article 21. The first is definition. Definition of tax Article 21 is a tax on income in the form of salaries, wages, honorariums, allowance, and other payments in whatever name and from in connection with work or position, services, and activities carried out by individuals who are domestic tax subjects. The second is subjects. Subjects of income tax Article 21 include permanent employees, non-permanent employees, recipients of honorariums or services, members of the board of directors or commissioners, and participants in activities who receive income in accordance with tax provisions. The next is objects. The objects of Article 21 income tax include income such as salaries, wages, allowance, honorarium, bonuses, gratitudes, pension, severance pay, and other remuneration received by domestic individuals in connection with work, services, or certain activities. And the last is rate of income tax Article 21. Income tax Article 21 withholding rates consists of number one is rates based on Article 17 paragraph 1 letter A of the income tax law, and Number 2 is effective income tax, Article 21, withholding rates. The next is research methodology. The research methods used in compiling this final assignment include data classifications, data collection methods, data processing methods, and rating methods. The first is data types according to source. The first is number 1 is primary data. This final assignment does not use primary data. The number 1 is secondary data. Secondary data is obtained through other parties, not directly obtained by the researcher from the research. The secondary data used in this final assignment is the payroll release, periodic tax returns, and evidence of tax reporting of ABC company. The second is data types according to characteristic. Number 1 is qualitative data. Qualitative data is data in the form of categories. The qualitative data used in this final assignment is a general description, vision and mission, status and function, and organizational structure of ABC company. Number 2, quantitative data. Quantitative data is data in the form of numbers. The quantitative data used in this final assignment is the payroll list, periodic tax returns, and evidence of tax report at ABC company. The next is methods of collection data. The first is interview. Interview is a meeting that is directly planned between the interviewer and the interviewee to provide or receive certain information. This method is carried out by conducting questions and answers with ABC company employees regarding data related to income tax Article 21. And the second is documentation. Documentation means collecting data by recording existing data. The writing of this final assignment used the documentation data collection method to obtain information regarding income tax Article 21 at ABC company in the form of documents related to income tax Article 21. And the next is writing methods. The first is descriptive methods. The descriptive method aims to systematically and accurately describe facts and characteristics regarding the population or regarding a particular field. The descriptive method in this final assignment is a general description of ABC companies. And then number 2 is exposition method. This method is used to present an analysis of the calculation, deposits, and reporting of income tax Article 21 at ABC company. Okay, that's all for my final project proposal presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.